So during the typical budgeting cycle, the needs of the community, the needs of Bill Record really exceeds the resources, the financial resources available to us. So it's kind of a two-part question. The first is, how would you approach closing that gap between the money that you have and the money you need? And the second question is, what are the 3 or 4 things that you would take off the table as never, ever cutting?
Well, a very good question, a tough question. I mean, it's got some pieces to it that get into the core of what it means to be a superintendent in a community such as this. And I think across the board, it's one of the most challenging areas for any superintendent in any community. Fortunately, in my career, I've been at the intersection of money and education in unique ways. Certainly right now, in the Archdiocese of Boston, 120 schools, the budgeting is done totally at the local level. It's a decentralized system, but it's worth probably $200–300 million. And I can come to how, even though it's highly decentralized, we've put controls and management pieces in just in the last 3 years to keep a very close eye on what's going on, not line item by line item, but as it relates to, and here's the key point, here's your budget, what are your priorities? Here's your budget, what's your strategic plan? And in the strategic plan, the priority setting, it's saying, here's what matters most. Here's what we, in a several-year pattern as a school committee, working with the superintendent's team, working with the principals, working with the union, working with the town manager, working with town representatives. But again, it's got to be a lean plan, is to say, here's where we're going to head over the next 3 years. Here's this immediate year that matters. And as we have those priorities, then say, how do we address that in the budget?
People talk about wanting to come in and see students engaged. It's not relevant if it's not meaningful instruction that's being provided. I want to see what's the essential question, what's the agenda for the day on the board, and then I can monitor whether the teacher's actually doing what she said or he said they were going to do. For me, as administrator, the classroom is ground zero. Everything is about the classroom. For me, it's about the instructional core of education. Students, teachers, and content. I need to see strong engagement going on in the classroom. Are students getting the knowledge they need, and are they getting the information they need as well? For me, that's a constant thing back and forth when I go into classrooms.